guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosie, and thank you so much, first of all, for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. So I am starting a new craft series, and it's going to be regarding doing a detailed look at my craft studio, as well as within each zone looking at the organization, how I store, how I maximize the space that I have to fit everything that I have, that I know that all of you crafters as well go through. How do we most effectively store what we have? One, making it aesthetically pleasing, and two, maximizing the space, and three, I think, most importantly, being able to see what you have. Because undoubtedly, if we don't see it, we don't use it. And that's just a known fact. Am I right? Okay, so I'm going to start this video series taking a look at my craft tools that I currently have. Now, I consider a tool anything that helps me craft. So whether it be a punch board, a paper punch, excuse me, a sticker machine, a hole punch, a corner rounder, you know what I'm talking about. All those craft tools that we use is what I consider a tool. So I wanted to keep everything in one place in my studio. I apologize, I have this crick in my throat. I'm not getting sick, at least I hope I'm not. Okay, so I went through all of my studio and I gathered everything that was considered a tool and I placed it in this one area. It's in the corner of my craft studio, and for all intents and purposes, it is behind my studio door to get into my studio. So there's the door. So you can see that it's right behind. And like really, it's just this little corner wall. So after I took a look at it, I'm like, okay, I've got a lot of tools. How do I store it so that I can get everything in this one little space, be able to see it so that I can use it, and then have it not look so bad. I'll say cluttered. I know my corner looks cluttered, but I wanted to give you kind of an overview as to what I'm going to be showing you, why I've decided to place all of these things here as opposed to another area of my studio. And I really wanted to go over how to maximize the space that you have. As you can see here, my space is not that large. This wall is right here that I'm talking about. This wall here is 33 inches. So you know it's not that big. This wall here is 22 inches. So again, we're not looking at a lot of space, space that I can utilize, right? So that's where we have to get creative and we have to say to ourselves, okay, how can we do this? So let me start by showing you how I store my punches. So, and I apologize right now. I hope I'm not going to have this be too shaky. I do have to hold it because I do need to show you. So I'm sure that a lot of you have seen on different, videos or blog posts that you can find some really incredible things at IKEA and utilize it to store your punches. Now, I knew that I needed at least 4 to 5 of these shelves, we'll call them, and I really didn't want to spend that kind of money. So what I did was, let's see if I can do this without shaking the camera too much. I just got some curtain rods, some plain old white curtain rods from Walmart. They were $1.94 a piece. I just tacked them onto the wall. I measured them to make sure that I kept the spacing between each one. So for, $8, I was able to put up, I would not say all of my punches. That would be incorrect. However, I did not want to go up all the way to the wall because realistically it's going to be a hassle to get them down. So I only went up as far as I could reach. So I would say to anybody looking for a way to really maximize their space, go vertical, go up and go down. Use every single inch of space that you have. Now, if that's not your look, I totally get it. There might be people out there that like more of the clean wall look with maybe just one or two pictures, which I think is beautiful. Unfortunately, because of my space constraints, that just is not a reality for me. There just wouldn't be enough space for me. I would end up having to destash an awful lot of stuff, and I'm not kind of ready to do that. So that's going to be my tip for those of you that are working with limited space, to look at storing vertically. So again, I got these here. These curtain holders from Walmart. Again, $1.94. So, are they prettier than the IKEA ones that are wood and they look all beautiful? No, they're not. I'm looking for functional. I want it to be functional, and I also want it to look pretty, and I think that once you put your punches on, it does give it that sense of, prettiness that I was looking for, but it wasn't worth it for me personally to spend that kind of money on that at the moment. So that's why I went with the curtain rods. It's a budget-friendly alternative to an IKEA kind of storage solution. So now with these, I will say that not all punches will fit. Some punches are just too small to fit, and let me see if I can give you just to kind of give you an idea. Let me maybe take one of these out. The space, it's not small where you can place smaller things on, but it's perfect for those other punches that we have. So that's how I did that. And then you'll notice that I have placed different tools up with just push pins up on the wall. I kept them in their packaging, and yes, I do have, I don't know, somehow during my travels I bought 3 of these. One of these is currently at my craft desk so that it's always with me. But in any case, you'll see, and I'm trying not to make you guys too dizzy here, and I do apologize, you'll see that I have placed a lot of stuff on the walls. And again, that's maximizing your space. Now, because, and I'm just going to show you that it goes all the way down to the floor. So you'll see the last thing I have there is my staple gun, and right above it is my scissor sharpener. So, okay, so that is that. I'm just going to move this down a skosh so that you can see. Okay, let me get a little bit closer for you all. So what I did was I just bought a white, oops, sorry about that. I just bought a white cubby bookshelf, we'll call it. It's a 2x3. See if I can go down here. It's a 2x3, so not large, not wide. However, They are perfect for punch boards, trimmers, scoreboards, things like that. Things that you need to kind of find a way to wrangle in together and, you know, have it be somewhat organized, because those things occupy space, right? They're not that fat, meaning deep, but because of the levers, because of the handles, because of however it is that it's made up, it's awkward. They can be awkward to store. They're not completely flat like a book. So what I did was I utilized this bookshelf, and this is my, and I'm going to bring you down just a little bit here so that you can see. Let's see here. Okay, so I have used this 2x3 bookcase. I think I got this actually, it was either Facebook Marketplace or Target. I honestly don't remember, although I know that they still carry it. So what I did was I keep all of my punch boards, trimmers, scoreboards, things like that, I keep in these cubbies. Let me see if I can get this better here. Now, how I have them somewhat set up is I went to the dollar store and I picked up a bunch of napkin holders. So I have a couple that are like white plastic, and then I have a few of these, several of these silver wire ones. And that's basically all I use to kind of do my separation within each cube. Let me take you off of my tripod here and let me show you. Again, I apologize if I make you sick with the moving around. So you can see I have some here, and it just provides a little bit of a separation. Of course, if some of the items that you're storing are too large, then, you know, you're going to fit one thing in there. But otherwise, that is what I use to separate everything. So as you can see, keeping it all, I've been able to, and there's quite a bit of tools in there, but they're all the same kind, and I've been able to keep it all to one area, which is great, because if I know I need a punch board, I know exactly where I'm going. I don't have to look everywhere in my studio to figure out where I have it. Then I just have a few things here on top of the bookshelf. Here are some EK Success punches. I could, but I didn't have any more room, I could unlock these and place them in the curtain rod holders. But I ran out of room and I decided, hey, might as well just keep these here. So that's what I've done. And whatever other tools I have that I wasn't able to put anywhere else, they're just right on top. So here's some Martha Stewart ones. Here's a another punch board. Here I have another label machine. I have two over at my desk where I sit, and then I have a couple of these on backup in case one of my other label machines happens to die on me. I have another one as a backup. So I pick them up when they're on sale. I have some more stuff here. I have some bowls. Bowls I do tend to have pretty much everywhere in my studio. So, you know, I just have things literally stacked up because what else am I going to do with it? Okay, anyway, here are some snaps. that I have. So if I want to make a project that has a snap to it, I have all the different colors. And then there you can see I have my mini die cutting machine. And then here I have some rivets for when I do some other paper crafts. I have some eyelets that I still need to put away. Here, I can move this out of the way now that I've shown you. And then here I just have another punch, chevron. I have more snaps there. Here I have my Xyron machines. I have quite a bit of them. And with some extra material. And this is my, what do you call these again? The scissor, oh, fringe scissors. And these come in a few different sizes. I have another one by my desk. I have my easy press, my mat, my bow makers in different sizes, a couple of large, one mini. I have this punch so that I can make ID cards. So those are the types of things that I consider a tool and why it's located here. Here, in this right here, let me just show you real quickly. Oh, this and this actually belongs in my planner closet. Well, I will show you in a different time, but this little clear bin here just has like little manuals for different things that I've purchased that I don't want to get rid of. I want to keep in case I go back to it and I can't figure out how to make it work. I just go there. Okay, so right next to my 2x3 bookcase, I have another white small bookcase that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I think it was like for $10, something like that. And this is where I keep the residual, the remainder of my punches. So here you can see I have a 3-step kind of organizer. I think they're for spice rack, for spices, things like that. And I've got 2 of them, and that's where I keep some punches. And then on the bottom one, I just have a couple of bins with the smaller punches and my most favorite circle tool, which is by Martha Stewart. It cuts a perfect circle in any size. And then here I just have some additional paper kits. These are 6x6 and 6x8. These are kind of the ones that didn't fit in my paper closet. Between both, I utilize absolutely every inch of space I have things stored. So here is my large Fiskars ruler and cutter. And then I have some additional mats back here. So again, we're looking at utilizing absolutely every inch of space. So again, I piled high to make the most. Now, okay, this is going to be, I'm going to try to show you as best as possible, but as we come around the corner, there is a very narrow space you'll see between the wall and then my paper closet, walk-in closet. This is my paper closet. So the space between here is not that large. So again, I had to think of a way that I can get to things, not block. This is going to lead into the bathroom where I have additional storage. So my tools area actually comes around the corner, and I have See if I can picture this good. I apologize. As you've seen, I am working with limited space to move around, but I have two 2x2 bookcases stacked on top of each other. Let me see if I can show you this way. There's no way that I can get in between and hold the camera and show you, so I have to do it at an angle. So between the bookcase and these two, you'll see that I have additional stuff stored. I have wall art, and then I have my lap desk. We come around, and then on top of the two 2x2s, I have this pier pottery barn. Pottery barn. I have this oh my goodness, I can't talk. I have this pottery barn piece. It's supposed to be to put on your wall. It's a shelf, but I just keep it on top of here. And here I have my little vacuum for my craft desk when I make messes with sequins or whatever else. Here I have a We Are Memory Keepers heart punch and a square punch. I hold additional tools here. My favorite company, by the way, is We Are. I love them. So this is one cutter, but it has multiple shapes that it cuts into. So here, decal, we've got one for scoring. The pink is straight. Purple is stamping. We've got wavy edges. Here we have pinking and scalloped. So all those different types of line edges that you can do based on one tool, which I think is fantastic. Then I bought this one here. Actually, I think I bought them both together. Now here's the thing. I thought that it meant different types of cutting, but apparently it didn't, because I see a lot of the same type of cutting on this one. So actually, I just have two the same, just with different colors. Not bad. That's okay. I use them. All right, let me put these off to the side for a second. So over here to the left of my pottery barn, I have my cinch machine and some additional wires. I have my fuse mat, my fuse tools, so that I can make those pockets in any size that I want. Truth be told, I haven't used it not once yet, but I will. There is my bookbinding tools, a silicone brush, and let's see, I think behind here is just the guides, so you know where you're putting things, kind of like a ruler. So that is it for tools. I mean, I have other stuff, you know, on this unit, but it has nothing to do with tools. So what began in this corner kind of wrapped around a little bit and just came onto this little space here, which is still fine. It's still kind of controlled. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I really hope that you found some inspiration in this video. I really enjoyed making this for you. I tried to touch upon all of the topics that I know that I needed to address, or that I still need to address when it comes to storing my tools. So let me know how you currently store your tools, whether it be bins, baskets, boxes, any of that sort of thing. Comment down below. Let me know how you're currently doing things. Also, do you have any challenges when it comes to storing your tools? Is it space? Is it being able to see it? And if you don't, comment down below and let me know how you've solved your storage challenge. I know that it would be helpful for me as well as to other viewers to get lots of input from different people, because what works for me may or may not necessarily work for another person. I'm hoping that it will help someone along the way, and if it does, then I find my video to be a success. I know it's hard sometimes solving all these storage challenges that us crafters go through. So, what do you find helpful in being able to see all of your tools so that you can use them? I think this is the biggest thing for, I would venture to guess, all of us, being able to see the items, because out of sight is out of mind, and if they're put away somewhere and we can't see them, we're not using them. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, please click that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider subscribing for other videos like this, as well as paper crafting items, organization, all that kinds of stuff. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Alright guys, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.